the partner that you had during your targeting. Most of those relationships have fallen away and disappeared from your reality because they got played, or this person was exposed for something that you didn't realize at the time. When you love someone fierce, and you love them hard, and you love them with every piece of your soul. And the people in your reality know that. Your exes that helped destroy you, they know that. You know what I mean? They've experienced that. And here you're with this partner that seems to be much more like connected to you than any other partner that you've had before this. So this partner looks like spiritual and divine, and like the people attacking you weren't having it. So they were coming for this relationship from the start. Like the moment this relationship started, this relationship actually helped trigger a lot of the attacks, because people did not want you two together, and they didn't want you to have that type of love and that type of support. So they had to make this person hate you. And this person fell right into every trap that was played in their face and put up against them, and they ended up selling you out for matrix pleasures, okay? The first card I got is Obsessing Over Memories with You. See how I already knew this was going to go. And the back of the card is Destiny Swapper. So this person literally can't get out of their head with you. Their head is just nonstop playing the events of what they did to you. Also, now they're realizing that they were literally part of a plan to take your life and steal your life and steal your destiny and give it to a bunch of fucking snakes. And they played a part in this, a huge part. Whether they didn't realize it at the time or not, they were being manipulated like a puppet string. They were being fed lies about you. Regret treating you so badly. Okay. And then we have money. So I regret treating you so badly, and money. But this person, in their regrets that they have, which are a lot, especially with the way that they treated you during all of this, during all the gang stalking, during all the targeting, during all the smear campaigns. This person, however, partook in these people trying to end you. But what they did was manipulate this person into thinking that you were going to sell them out to this group, or you were going to blame what was happening to you on them to this group, have them arrested or something. Like this group had your partner, because your partner ended up being somewhere they shouldn't have been, but when they got there, this person was manipulated and brainwashed into believing that you were somebody that you were not, and they worked hard on this. They played this situation hard to try to convince your partner that you were going to sell them out, that you were going to set them up, that you were going to have them arrested for this, that, and the third. So what do? Help the group attack you. Help the group set you up in the way that they convinced them that you were going to set them up. You know what I mean? They feed off your fear, and now you have none. So this group that brought your partner into this, their biggest thing is to play off your fears and the things that you love. That's why they came after, if you have children, they came after your children. If you had a relationship that mattered to you, they came after your relationship. Everything that mattered to you, that gave you strength, that gave you the ability to keep fighting, had to go. It had to be removed from your reality. They thought once they removed this partner, they thought the partner was what left you continuously standing after attack on attack on attack on attack on attack, because these people tried everything to take you out and it wasn't working. So they needed to go after your relationship, and they needed to truly isolate you. It wasn't enough to isolate that person with you, because you both still had each other, and that was enough to keep you going. They needed to completely isolate you and get you completely alone, and get the person you love the most out of the equation. The person you love the most outside of your children. The adult person that you love the most, the person that you literally would have done anything for, had to harm you, had to screw you over, had to come for you in that way. Your story will break the cycle of abuse. I and they use drugs until people you do. So we have people in these equations, like you're coming up against multiple family lines. So you're breaking curses off multiple family lines, including like your baby dads, who this card is in reference to. They love to talk about how you do drugs, how you do this, how you do that, when they're the ones that have the worst history with that and more recent history with that, if not still using. You know what I mean? But their little lies they love to tell about you is how you're insane, how you're crazy, how you're this, how you're that. Well, that really stuck out. Your karmatic debt is paid, so you have nothing else to face. You're in like receiving season. Everything is just falling back in alignment as you receive, and the truth unfolds. And people don't understand your drive. So like all these people involved, like there were so many situations that were supposed to end your life. So many of them that it's almost insane that you're still sitting here breathing. You evaded trap after trap after trap after trap after trap. And the traps that they set after they got your partner to betray you and turn their back on you and basically feed you to the wolves was insane. Like, not even human. Your authenticity scares them, and it's also what kept you alive. It's also what kept you in the hands of God this whole time. It's what got you through these disasters that they were throwing at you. Happiness is built off gratitude, which comes from suffering. You know you're in the season of big things. Like everything's moving for you. Everything's been moving for you. And what happened is you're clearing out the way of anyone that wasn't like ready for you and their reality. Someone who wasn't ready to stand in truth at all times, no matter what, and face whoever and whatever was coming after them to take that peace and that happiness away. They weren't ready for you. You are ready for you though. So now the universe was moving things out of the way. Next card was cord cutting. Everything that doesn't let them go. Everything that doesn't serve you had to be removed from the way. So maybe that partner, had they not been set up, fucked with, and manipulated and puppet stringed to attack you, that relationship may have been something. However, they weren't strong enough. They did not even put the effort forth to you. So now that person is in turmoil, and you are actually alone in this. You know what I mean? They did not play their part the way that they should have, and they know that, and now they have to sit from the sidelines and watch you in winning season. Is it a season that they cannot be a part of because they had to play out the losing season with you, and they didn't. They fed you to the wolves and basically tried to end your life for their own image and their own comfort. And jealousy and fear, that's the next card that was on the bottom. It's always something personal within that person because they're projecting all their insecurities outward onto you. This entire group is projecting their own insecurities outward onto you. So not only are you taking on your own trauma, your own freaking self-doubt, your own whatever, you're taking on everybody else's too, because they're just dumping it all on you, along with this so-called partner at the time. One lie spun a serious web of bullshit, and now that serious web of bullshit is starting to unwind and unweb, and it's so much deeper and bigger. Like, you were so cool the whole time. You were so cool this whole time. You're being attacked, slandered, set up to be killed. You were so chill. So it's like, now people learning about what you went through, it's like, no way you were that casual, no way you were that together while people are on, like, after your life. Yes, you were, because you got tapped in, you had a guide the whole way, you knew what was coming, and you stayed on track like a boss, no matter who they played off you, even when it hurt like fuck. You blew away the ones attacking you. You still do. You always have. It's part of them not being able to understand you is why they want you out of this world. Because you threaten their illusion of whatever the heck they're living in. Your discernment and your intuition are your superpowers. But I'm just telling you, be careful with this person because they know that they can use this person to play off you. That's the person that they're always going to use to play off you. And part of your lessons is choosing yourself and truly walking away from that partner, you know what I mean? Because they weren't doing you any good. They were hurting you bad.